screenshot of it, so I can't prove it, but...
Yeah, like Atheo's saying, karma would be if all 9 other players have never karma'd don't really karma anybody, and then they all karma you. That's
Exactly.
We're talking maxes, you know. All right, there we go. Hit that button.
All right, the button's hit. We're starting the game. So what is it? We're seeing a lot less randoms coming out now.
Tootie, sorry. Yeah, there is a patch. We do have the full lobby, but we will do more of these. We do them Tuesdays and Thursdays guaranteed. Sometimes you'll see them on like a Friday or other days. It depends on what's going on in the community. We don't like to take away from other community streams that are going on, like like tournaments and whatnot. We won't run community games against that because we want to support that and have everybody over there.
Exactly.
But yeah.
How do I chat in Saper Select Screen? Actually, we prefer you didn't, but...
Yeah. But it's use lobby.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Siifoo coming in with the random. There you go.
Don Goat, this is not on Tournament Realm. The only way you can get onto the Tournament Realm is if you are a team or an organizer of a team.
Or an organizer of a tournament.
Or an organizer of a tournament. That's what I meant to say. Yeah.
So until we decide to do a 5v5 tournament, we
so Sir's going back to that Freya jungle. That's actually I was gonna play lane Freya, but chose the Petrus instead because we didn't. I wasn't sure about our tankiness end game. So I just went all tanky.
Now Dragon already said in chat, and he's already locked it in. So I think we're just gonna go ahead and say it. He said he's gonna do the % haste doge.
Oh, yeah. Well.
I mean, that's a real build. There's nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
tempted to like save up all my destiny and get that % haste build simply because when you put that on someone like a Vex, it's just sure it's rough in the early game, but mid game if you're just buying haste, all of a sudden you're just wrecking. As long as there's somebody to CC, so that you can get a couple auto attacks off. Yeah.
And in this case, you know, you got CC coming off the Kenzu, the Mara, and the Freya, so you got okay CC. Although Dragon may find himself a little bit vulnerable. That's kind of a squishy team he's got there.
The Dawn Gate.
But if we look at the Spirit team, let's turn on the smart camera. Oh, and there's Dragon, of course, running with the... Now, what is that called again? The Ember...
Emberclad?
Fire? Yeah, Ember Fire. There we go.
Emberclad. Isn't it Emberclad?
I don't even remember.
And he does have his 34% haste build, so that's going to be dangerous.
Luke,
wait, is Froggageddon running the same build? Or is
30 seconds until
Froggageddon's
minions
running
spawn.
the same build.
Really?
So we've got 34% haste, 4.2 haste.
But Dragon goes
versus,
movement speed in his.
Yeah, 1.4 haste, 34 haste, 2.5 movement speed. So yeah, both the doges going with the haste build. Michael actually theory crafted that before the release of Kensu. He wanted to put it on a Kensu, just so that you could swap
Minions
to try to
have
swap
spawned.
his Q in between, like an alternate. Just there's a slow, there's a damage, there's a slow, there's a damage.
Oh
with
my
every single
gosh.
auto attack.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know if they ever got it to work, but ultimately now we see the 34% on the Vex. It would be interesting on a Kensu as well, just because of that. You're getting all that cooldown reduction, allowing to hot swap between those abilities. Plus, then your ult is up all the time.
Yes.
You just want to throw it out any chance you get to get a pick. You want to throw it out because it's going to be back up again.
Hey, might as well. I mean, the other shapers where you might see that % haste build, or you know, we've seen Dragon run that on Freya very successfully. That is
Freya's
scary.
rough, yeah. Well, it's successful once you get into the mid game. If you get shut down in the early game, you're done. Like.
Basically.
As long as they can stop you, like basically invade you and stuff if you're the jungler, and just try to counter jungle the hell out of you as a team, it's going to be very hard for you to make it up to the point where it gets good. Because my build actually beat him in a fight in the early game. But once he gets some time, like some haste, it's all over it.
In fact, he'll even be known. He'll just go ahead and build like his first item, whether it's going to be like an ambition, and then he'll just build 5 times after that.
Right.
Because why not, right?
Because why not? Because that's where your boost is coming from. And time is incredibly efficient in terms of the stats you get for the amount of money. So that's if you're running a % haste build, then that's exactly what you want to do is just build all times, like for all of them. Even if you sell them later, it's worth it.
exactly. Even if you
So we do have a Viridian Tactician, which, as they're finding out, is rough.
Yeah. I mean, just because Mars Cataract makes it work doesn't mean it's easy.
Well, no, Viridian Tactician is.
Uh-oh, both surges committed on.
He went in. Unfortunately, the Anifaust on Kensu. If he'd have gone in with him, that would have been a dead.
Oh, for sure, it would have
Dead
been
guy.
easily.
But that's okay. I think he wasn't expecting that. I wouldn't have expected to either. But it's like that that Tactician Petrus I was just running. You don't necessarily get your Tactician harassing bonuses often, and you don't necessarily want to go for them often. You want to take them when you can, but
Right.
most of the time I just sat back and soaked up the free money. You're more of the threat in lane with that build. Tylenol though, hopping in and getting some.
Avataco looking dangerously low.
Siifoo is dangerously low in the top lane as well, though. So just check
It's like
everybody's
calling
loadouts.
junglers. Calling the junglers. We have low health people in the top lane. Low
The
health people in
Viridian
the top lane.
does have a defensive warden build, so he is trying to stay alive.
Yeah, he ended up rushing a prosperity last game, and of course the reason you build prosperity on Viridian is you get harassed all the time.
Yeah. The Volek in the jungle is running a warden too, and we were talking about that it doesn't really build itself back up again that often, so it's not really that great for the jungle personally. The Doja's obviously both running the % haste build. The Mortal Side Kensu's running a mix of power, mastery, life drain, armor, and Mikella's got that default loadout. Butter's good, rocking default.
Nothing wrong with default loadout.
And I like this double AD carry lane in the bot lane. Not everybody's going to like that, but Butter's actually on Tactician, and he wasn't the greatest last hitter. This actually helps, is going to help him like actually make some money. He just needs to start harassing the players and not necessarily for the money. Volek going to come in and try to gank, but that is heavily warded down there. They have two wards in the exact spot they need, and they're actually trying to bait him out. What they don't realize is there's a ward in the bush that Frey is standing in, so
Everybody knows what's going on.
The Ferris is running a Ravager loadout with defense penetration, which is definitely a good choice. The Spirit side, oh, they found Freya in the jungle.
Yeah, this Freya, I don't know if she's
Luke
gonna be
is
able
in
to go
trouble
down
here.
this area. Oh yeah, Luke is in big trouble here.
Let's
There's
see if he can get to the dog.
A Reaver's gonna land onto Vex, not Volek, so Vex taking one for the team.
Vex
blink
blinking out. I don't think he's got the health for that.
he
Yeah,
doesn't.
didn't think so. Let's see if Tylenol can get a jump in. If he does, he's dead. No,
No,
I
didn't
guess
have enough auto attacks.
camera decided now. They're gonna go in and Butter.
Butter is
And they could tower dive that. He needed to just. Oh, he's gonna get a turnaround. Good job, Butter.
Yep.
That was a great. If you think you're gonna die anyway, and you can get that that alternate, just get that kill on the other side. It's worth it.
Might as well.
I was gonna say the Kensu for the Spirit side is running a mix of all kinds of stuff. He's got 4% life drain, 4% haste, 4% power. Wow. So we're probably gonna see a lot of power out of him. And then he's got Rogue going. We haven't seen it yet. He's got a life and a hunger so far, but you'd think with % power he's going to try to build a lot of power. Lamar is running a Warden with a % health build, so that tells me Mortal Side needs to build a Ruin really fast.
Well, I mean,
Somebody needs
tomorrow
to
you build a Ruin anyway, so...
Yeah. Well, I know, but I mean, even more so when they're running % health, you know they're going to focus it. And you've got a Vex, which is going to shred Seam, and he's going to turn into a turret, so he just kind of needs to build that for his team. The Freya could also potentially build it. She's running Hoplite and Duelist, which is a lot of people really like in the jungle.
Here comes Volek around the back,
There's
jumping
that
on the
in, but
drag,
the
and he
blink
got him.
Has been
Yeah,
slain.
he blinked out, but there was just no getting away from 3 people there.
No, it's not a Viridian in the jungle, it's a Tactician Viridian jungle deck.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like he was going to try to jungle it first, but no.
Return on investment.
I mean, I guess the only thing...
And yeah, he's saying that's why I don't like that ward. Like, his lane, the ward in his lane that's just in that back bush there. Like, if you're getting shoved in, it's a good ward just so you know when not to push out. But you really want to sneak around the corner and put it around the back so that you can see him coming.
Because if that ward was placed in that other location, they would have seen that coming easily.
They would have seen him coming way sooner. You get a little bit of vision there, but not enough. Like, basically, if you're standing near there, you're going to have bullets W on you before you can really do anything. Ooh, jumping in on the dog in the bot lane. That's going to finish him off.
Spirit team killing spree.
Pull them under.
Notice how they back off as soon as Butter is Good only has Oh, here comes Avataco with the rotatos coming in, but
Slow's gonna
force of
save him. That
nature.
was a-
Blink
yeah.
comes out from Butter, and I think nothing happens from here.
The good collateral across both of them kept him from falling out.
And we see Anifaust over here pushing around Dragon a little bit. Oh, here comes. Never mind. Dragon just turns on the ultimate and says, "You know what? You're the one that's gonna melt. You want to push me around? I can do that too." And Vito, seriously, dude, really, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah, don't talk in the all game chat.
Well, let's see if Siifoo will be able to collapse on Lukeatmynipples. The Freya goes in, damnation goes off. There goes the Wrath. Going to waste a lot of the damnation. Luke's going to go down. Deep Rising in will pick up Siifoo, but Dragon, is he going to get Avataco? For sure. And there's the blinding
don't think
C.
so.
Didn't get any
Yeah.
CC off.
Well,
No.
there's... Yeah. That was interesting.
Oh my god, did you see that damage? What the heck does TheTylernol have to be doing half of X's health in a single access memory reaver?
He's got the Ravager running and he's got an aggression, so between the two it's going to do a lot.
And he could turn that into a destruction right now if he wanted to. He's got the money for it.
Yeah, that's going to make him super dangerous. But Froggageddon's already got a desire and a time, so he's working that build. He needs a couple more times to really get it going solid. Like, we're seeing 103 times already off of Dragon, and you can see that he's doing work when somebody comes in close to him.
Yeah, the break-even point for flat haste versus percent haste in the loadout is 40 haste for 2 times. As soon as you have more than that, you get more than the percent, then you do the flat. So.
Eliminate
Yep,
them.
so one more time. If he goes back and picks up one more time. I think it was just the choice to have a little more sustain in his lane. But I mean, I think you just kind of have to own the fact that you're squishy.
I can't
True.
feel them anymore.
I mean, at the end of the game, when you have, you know, like 4 attacks per second, and you're doing like ridiculous percent of their health every
Well,
other
the
attack,
thing
it
is
doesn't
he's
matter.
zoned out so far anyway. Like, here they're diving him again into the turret. But he's zoned out so far, just standing in the back line. Oh, Kensu dying on top. Viridian's going to go in and get a return kill. Let's see if he can take Siifoo out. He's got
Yeah,
the
Siifoo's
damage
down,
here.
but here comes Luke.
Luke's coming in. That slow is going to keep him within range. And he's going down.
Boom, the Devourer gets
slain.
Yeah, the key though is with the dog. If you're going to get zoned out anyway, then buying that another an upgraded lifesteal item isn't going to help you. Oh, he's going to get Paladin. That is a dead dog.
Final Protocol,
Final
that's a
Protocol's
dead
going to
doggy.
finish it off.
A spirit player is relentless.
8 seconds to know.
What is... So we've got a 4-0 Ferret right now from the Spirit side. He is going to get out of control real quick. He's sitting on 2,300 Vim. I'm surprised he doesn't go back and buy. Maybe he just wants to push in this binding first.
See you.
Then again, what does butterisgood have? He has a consumption, a power, and a time, so not really worried about him. Snapdragon will land on a creep, but oh, here comes
Viridian comes in. Let's see if he can delete him. There it goes.
He's
He's not going to get steal there. He doesn't even bother trying.
No, obviously not. Yeah, full health Mara, yeah, forget it.
Freya went in and put a kind of a deep ward. We'll see what she tries to do.
Well, Avataco believes, got half her health, but had to blow everything he had on it.
Yeah. Luke trying to come around on Siifoo, but just not going to happen.
No, definitely not.
It looks like he's going to try to
I
build
can
that
cut down
Desire
those
life.
larger
They're going to
than
try
you.
to take the Parasite here. This is a good
I
call,
don't blame
actually.
him.
It's only 7k health at this point, so it melts.
Yeah, just the one combo from Bullet took off a K on the Parasite just like that. Oh, nobody
they
missed
smoked-
the
they did
Vanquish!
too early.
Oh no, Siifoo looks like he's
Asura
gonna
came
go down
in.
for this. Down
Yeah,
goes Mara.
that's fine. I think that's probably worth it
has
for the
been
money.
slain.
They did an early
Mortal
Vanquish. You
binding
really
has
have
been
to know what your
destroyed.
Vanquish is at. Volek
just need to
totally
hit it
vanquished it early. There was still about 50, 60 health left.
Right.
And Freya was able to just come in and hit it again. So that was interesting. Actually, you know what? I think they killed. I think Spirit just took it with an auto attack. Because Freya's Vanquish is on a really long cooldown. No, she did. No, she put it right after his. So yeah, you've really got to time that right when you see the Freya coming in. You gotta time it and hit it at the right spot.
And this top binding looks like it's gone. Assured got it. They have way too much health.
Freya's trying to get the auto attack. That was it. That was what they needed.
Dragon. There we go.
Nice. They're gonna lose the binding, but that's all right. Like they get a kill, and they need that right now.
Right.
So they get a parasite. They get a kill.
They give up 2 kills for it, so I'm gonna call that work.
Well, 1. They died. Like one of the members of the Spirit Team died getting the parasite. So it's overall it was a 1-for-1, but getting that 1 kill there into the binding, that they're the Freya and the dog needed that. That put them actually up level 10 above the mortal team.
Away.
I got you. Well, looks like we have the opportunity. Let's take a look at some more items. Viridian went ahead and got his conquest. He decided that was more important than prosperity. He's got the vigor for his prosperity. Uh-oh. Volek wants to come defend his binding. Avataco's going to jump in on Siifoo. Both surges and the deep rise is going to go ahead and get him. Here comes Froggageddon, and the chase is on.
Tailwind
comes down, disengaged by the Bramble Kush, but Avataco going absolute ham here.
Well, he's got a dog with him, and he knows the dog's going to do work.
Right.
So he's just got to give him a chance to actually do it. Final payment comes down, and it was not enough.
And here comes Volek tanking the binding.
Volek's going to get taken out by this binding.
No, he can take out
Player has been slain.
Well, thank you.
and
Froggageddon in a bad spot. Say hello to a Freya and everybody else. They are not strong enough to be diving bindings. I'm not sure why they're trying. I know they were trying to get into this like solidly ahead in this game, but they were even on kills. They just needed to just sit and farm, and they're going to be okay. Froggageddon went with Rushed in Ambition, so he's getting some haste, but it's not going to be the same as Dragain, who wasn't even in that fight. Dragain's got 2 abolitions in 2 times, and just a hunger, and he's doing fine. I mean, sure, he's died a couple times, but you know, as a Vex, you're gonna die early game with this build.
Mortal binding has been destroyed.
And build the items that you need for the late game.
Look at this Volek build, though. He rushed a Strife.
Oh,
rushed a Strife
he said he
against
bought
a
it on
Vex.
accident. Yeah, he was gonna try to do the decay.
Yeah. Ouch.
That's that undo button.
Undo plus. Because, I mean, he could tell, but he'd get a might and a little bit back. But, yeah, he might as well just stick with it at this point. Ugh. But you know that Dragain's going to build Ruin. And it's just going to make him take more and more damage from Dragain as the game goes on. Avataco's wrong card in town.
Well, he didn't know Siifoo was there. Yeah, I think he would have been somewhat okay in that 1v1, but he saw Siifoo and was like, oops, I'm not where I want to be.
Yeah, level 12 Rhea running
he does
away.
have a... Yeah, the Avataco does have a conquest. That's why he was pretty certain he could take the Vex, and like I said, I think he could have. But yeah. Couldn't happen.
Well, he'll have his prosperity when he gets up. Uh-oh.
Oh, nice catch. Anifaust is gonna... Oh, that's kill shot.
Oh, and he
then
walks
gets
into the other
too.
breaker. Oh, my God.
No.
Blitz comes off, but he was already slowed.
I think he could fight that. I don't know why he's running. He has an ambition and a clarity and a time.
Oh my God, damn it,
that's way better than Siifoo has. I think Anifaust could have taken that.
Maybe.
He's
Yeah,
level
well,
12 to his level 9. What's he scared of? Really?
I don't know. Did he have a...
Yeah, he doesn't know his strength right now. He's pretty solid. He doesn't have any abilities up, and Siifoo has the blink there, and there he just used it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he could have 1v1'd him.
I think
just
so,
straight
too.
auto attacks. That ambition does work when you're low level.
And again, Ferris gets ahead early, and everybody on your team gets chunked to half health as soon as he throws out 1 Reaver.
Avataco on Viridian finished his prosperity. It's a little late in the match to start that up because it does take 10 minutes to ramp up. So that means until 26 minutes he's not going to be strong. See, and this is the Ferris. Oh, I thought he was dead!
Yeah,
He has
Deep
to
Rise
use
is getting
gold.
safety and get the kill. Tailwind's going to come out of Mara. I don't know if that's going to keep her safe, though. Just Splitting Spine's just bouncing off the minions. Oh, looks like it is going to keep her safe. Although, look at Dragon right now. He sold one of his times. He now has the Ruin and the Finesse.
Yeah, he's beast. You do not want to get near him.
No.
Butter just found out
Is
why.
dominating.
If they can get this team fight now, it's all over with.
Yeah, I
Luke, not a fight you wanted to start.
Just stay away.
Anifaust is going to get picked up.
That void breaker need to go on to Dragon.
Yeah,
Mortal
Ferris was
player
feeling
has been
cocky with the
slain.
Destruction and Conquest, which is pretty strong. But yeah, that Viridian build can just punch you. Pestilence on the Morrow, so people just can't get away. It's pretty good.
She's gonna pick up a balance too, so is that gonna be a betrayal? I think.
Yeah, it could be.
Really built for anybody. I guess you could build one for the Vex. Or
You could build the Valor. I don't know that you need any. I mean, I guess you would go with the Betrayal just because there isn't really a lot of magic damage coming out of the other side. They need to really rotate. There we go. Dragain moves in to rotate.
Spirit team has slain
Steel
the
was getting way too
parasite.
low.
But you know he'll heal up once he goes back to base. He'll end up buying some items. Let's see what he ends up buying. He's got 1,500. But while we're waiting for that, Avataco jumping on Siifoo.
Oh,
Half
Tailwind
has
just to
pop
get out.
the Tailwind.
That was
And
smart.
yep, the kill shot.
He was dead.
Slow and disengages.
Although with the Ferris coming in, he might have wanted to bait that out a little more. But I think he was worried that Avataco was going to get another Conquest rotation.
Well, that and he didn't see anybody else on the map too. So it's like, you know what? They could all be waiting for me right there too. So
I will observe here.
Spirit's going to come in, try to
Looking-
see if they can grab the team, but Butter actually gets out. Doesn't hang around. Spirit side's got some deep wards so they can see the jungler rotation, but they don't really have a whole lot out anywhere else.
and yeah, that is indeed an oppression Mara. That's wow. They really want to bump
It's a
up the
little
damage
odd.
of the Ferris. Well, it's not that bad.
Well, but usually
Return on
the
investment.
Ferris isn't fighting on top of the Mara.
Ferris
Usually the
doesn't
Ferris
have-
is jumping somewhere else. So
Oh yeah, true. I guess they want to focus here, and Anifaust is so dead.
yeah, he's
Mortal
dead.
player has been
He tries to
slain.
blink, slams his kitty face into the wall.
Yeah, that trick works in League, doesn't work in Dawngate. You actually have to clear the entire range of the blink. Can't just blink halfway. And that's gonna be a spirit well, for sure.
You don't want to go in. Avataco wants to try. Oh, he's got Bullock there, so they're going to
Oh,
at
here
least
we
one of
go.
them up. They're split though. They need to pick a target. Finally, there we
They
go.
got Siifoo, but Dragon looks like he's in trouble. Or
Luke
maybe
is
not.
in trouble.
Luke is, he's gonna go down there, but Avataco deletes Dragon
Mortal
off the
double
map.
kill.
Luke needed to have just committed to that a little earlier.
Mortal team killing spree.
And just use the whale over the wall to slam him into the wall instead of trying to trap him. Then they would have gotten out both of them alive.
Where did the others go?
But I mean, a 2-for-1's not bad. But you know,
You'd rather have two
The
for nothing.
spirit team has captured a whale.
I don't know that diving into the
jumped
binding
on
for
by
that was
Mara.
the best choice.
Final protocol, Grain's coming
And then
down.
they walk into the dog.
Uh-oh, the Doge.
Spirit player
His bite is as bad as his bark. So.
He still doesn't really have the other max
Nice
range
long
void
range
breaker,
spear. Can't
but
chase it
still
up.
gonna
though.
get away. Exactly.
Yeah.
Avataco looked like he wanted to
Froggageddon's-
get it, but no.
Yeah, Froggageddon's build is only sitting at about 80 haste right now. So he's a little underpowered compared to the 216 on Dragain.
Yeah, it's just slightly different. But here's this crazy Dragain build. He has no sustain whatsoever. None.
I think Frog needs to go back and buy. He's got a 2k Vim. I mean,
Yeah,
you
he
could buy
definitely-
4 times and you'd be in a better position. Or 3 times in a clarity. And come on.
Yeah, he would be able to get 3 times in the clear for that, for sure.
spirit
They're
player.
gonna get that binding, but they
Anifaust,
need to trade
goodbye.
Anifaust for it.
A mortal
And once
player
Dragain
has
showed
been
up, that
slain.
wasn't something he wanted to fight.
No.
He's gonna turn that
Tailwind,
clarity.
here we go. Oh, good
that
blink out, but
Butter's
Butter
going down.
Reagan follows with the blink of his own. Deletes
Oh,
him.
but they're gonna
He
pick
gets
up
dropped by
Dragain.
Avataco.
Spirit
Here comes
double
Luke.
Bolek's
and
gonna force him
bye.
off. Let's see if they can pick one up. They're gonna get
Siifoo
sure.
is down.
Freya's coming in. Freya's gonna go down here too.
He might get Avataco.
No.
No, not.
is dominating.
Avataco's super strong right now. He's got that prosperity ticking. He's got a conquest. He's sitting on 4k Vim. If he went back and bought something, he'd be melting people even faster.
Maybe. Oh, God. Is Luke... I don't know if Luke gets out of this. He's got the drain going down on him. He's got the blitz coming after him. There's the final
depends.
protocol down.
Has been slain.
Apparently Freya can't stop clicking on the... Yeah, Vita saying, and this is an intense game. Yes, it is.
That's what you gotta, sir. You gotta use that attack move when you're playing against somebody like that. It's a little weird for me to do. I'm not great at it, but you just hit here and A, and then you click where you want to go. It's gonna attack you.
Oh, catch on the Tylenol by Anifaust, but I don't think he does anything about this by himself. Tylenol's
You know.
Spirit team killing spree.
But here's the Doge and the fish. And Tylenol, yeah, it's Tylenol.
Oh, he didn't have time to. That was unfortunate. His flashback just now coming up, so.
In fact, I even saw the animation start for the flashback, but they got him.
Fate on Froggageddon now. He's still behind, though, in the time race.
Yeah,
like,
he is.
The haste race, I guess I should call it.
Oh god, Dragon's got the duress. So not only if he gets in range, you're screwed. Here comes Froggageddon. He's gonna get slowed. Dragon should come up, land the duress on him any second now. There it is.
A mortal player.
Avataco's watching, but he's like, I don't want none of that.
No, it's like, he's rethinking his life decisions. It's like, I don't know where I went wrong in my life, but I am definitely in the wrong part of the neighborhood right now. So I'm going to repent because they just tailwinded after me. And nice deep rising to get out.
Team
Oh, I love that animation. Though. That is
The
just
game
awesome.
moving so fast.
That is the other thing about the haste percent.
He had
haste
over
max.
500 haste there for a second, so he needs to pick up a blue buff is what he needs to do.
And I think he's well. There should be one available.
Nah, well, there's on his side. I think Butter came through and picked up theirs. No, I don't know who picked up theirs.
Oh, actually, it just came back. It's up now.
dive.
No, I meant on the mortal side.
Oh. Well, the spirit side one just came up, so. Uh-oh, Steel.
No,
No.
yeah, not gonna try to grab Steel. Steel's a little too tanky right now. Steel's got a might, a pestilence, an oppression, a resilience, and a life.
And he has 3k health with a 215 warden shield, so.
Yeah, not somebody you necessarily want to go into. If you can get him locked down and Froggageddon's in the right place on Vex, you could shred him, but that's about it.
Oh, absolutely.
Butter's still trying to pull off a normal build. It's hard to do when you don't have any source of real income as a tactician. Veracity's still probably not the best.
Yeah, I don't like the veracity, right? I mean, if you want to do that, I think you just sit on it. You sit on the consumption, and you buy the other things that give you more damage. Because I remember when Veracity had Mastery on it, and then everybody bought it first, like all the time. And now it no longer has Mastery, so yeah. That's why it's now out of favor.
It's like
it
we
used
have
to be the thing.
Here's the thing. Like we have Veracity on our build for Mikella, the Shaper's Guild, in our Shaper Quick Guides. But we have it as like early game. You're going to pick up the consumption, and then you're going to go energy and abolition, right? You're not going to actually finish the Veracity until later because it doesn't do a whole lot early game. Until you have a lot of attack speed, the Veracity doesn't ramp up quickly, so it isn't doing you any good.
Yeah,
Although with Ambition being so powerful now,
we may want to change it. Actually,
could probably change it. Unfortunately, I liked when there were other healing items that you could use, but it's like every time they make a change to one of the lifesteal items, a different one becomes the new OP thing.
Of course.
Freya finally showing up here. With Freya, they could actually take out. Oh my
Dragon
god!
going down, and now
Avataco
has to run
deleting the
away.
Vex. Still alive.
Oh my gosh, that's 2 for 1 before he goes down to Siifoo. Siifoo, oh god, that's a blank out. Short range Void Breaker, but Pollock still catches up to him, and that should be a dead Siifoo.
They need one more time. Oh, the blink didn't need it. That's okay.
Here comes the Freya. The Wrath is a lot early, and you know when you Wrath that early, it doesn't end well for you. You'll get through, but you're gonna lose a whole.
Spirit player has been slain.
So Viridian had a pain finish
player
by the time he
has been
initiated
slain.
on the dog, which helped because that gives the mastery.
Oh wow,
has been
and the Ruin.
annihilated.
Now he just finished the Ruin, so that's gonna help him do total work.
And this Parasite just
Be able
melts.
to pick this back. They need to move up, swap off. They can't just be sitting on Butter. Butter's like somebody swapped it, but nobody's swapping with Butter. There we go.
Yeah, that is interesting. We've got the 3 carry team comp coming out here. So we know if this game goes long, somebody's gonna
Way too long. Yeah, people got to learn. You got to swap that parasite out. If you alternate, you just walk forward. Then you click on the other side of the parasite so that it steps you forward, and then you're the closest one. Then you take one hit, and then you rotate to somebody else. Like if you do that, as a team, you're not going to take much damage because all of your life steal will kick in all the time, except for that one, like those 2 seconds while you're debuffed. But then it goes away. If you're sitting there with that debuff on you, you're just in trouble. Yeah, Volek like, why ruin? You don't auto attack. Well,
Yeah, you do, as
do.
Viridian. Yeah,
You
Surge
do a little
resets
bit,
your
but
auto
not-
attack, so...
yeah, but you're not auto attacking like a Vex or a carry or whatever.
True.
Is his point. You're trying to get your abilities to fire off and use them more than anything else. However, against Amara, against this Mara with percent health, I'm okay with it.
And
I
not
think
to
in a
mention-
long, drawn-out fight, you're going to be doing even more damage because of that. She's sitting now at 3,700 health. So that giant breaker passive, isn't that what it's called? Giant killer? Giant killer. It's going to do a lot of work.
And not to mention this knife toss here. If you can get most stacks of that up there. Oh,
Oh, that was a good fear.
Here comes Dragon.
Yeah, that fear was early, but it worked because she had a team to do the damage for her.
A
Exactly.
mortal player has been slain.
Oh,
2v1
there's the
there,
blink
jumping
onto
on
Luke
person.
at my nipple.
Luke is
He's
going to be
down.
trouble here.
There, go there.
Oh, nice punch in the face, though, just to try to do something. The McKellen needed to have targeted the dog there, not the tree.
Speaking of the dog, whose dog is stronger? That's going to be Dragon.
I don't know.
Spirit double kill. Spirit team
Wow.
killing spree.
This is not over.
A mortal binding has
Butter's
been
gonna get dope here.
destroyed.
Probably. Dragon, well, I
Vex
don't know.
now
Dragon
has a
can't
Fate,
take
a
that.
Duress, Finesse, and a Ruin, plus 2 times, so sitting at 289 haste.
3 attacks per
Before,
second.
before a buff. Yeah, before a buff. Whereas the immortal side, Froggageddon, he's up respectable, 246 now.
Is he going to buy a Fuhrer for himself?
It's looking that way.
Well, then again, who else would buy it, honestly? I don't see anybody else. who would
Nobody
buy
else
it.
is near him, and
Yeah.
McKella doesn't have the money for it.
True.
She finished a dominant. Oh,
And
Butter!
I think Dragon-
get an
no.
attack off. Yes, Butter killed somebody.
Buddy. And it was a shutdown, so that was a good 500
That's a lot of
Vim
money.
for him. Yeah.
Yeah. Sitting
I
there
almost
at,
thought Dragon was going to win.
1337 Vim. I think that was really fitting. So hopefully they'll be able to get their 1500, go back and finish off their rest.
Siifoo, you got the power buff, but it's going to cost
he's
you your
toast.
life, buddy.
Spirit player has been slain.
Avataco. Thing with that Void Breaker, you try to use it as a getaway. If you're using it that close to somebody, it's only like a quarter or a half a second.
Half a second, yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of like that Void Breaker was a lot longer because it traveled further. I don't even want to be chasing the Ferris in through a Mara. Something tells me Mara might be able to win that.
he's got people coming. If he can bait him into Froggageddon here, Frog is going to melt. He'll die.
Player has been slain.
Steal. Oh no, the tailwind.
Now he'll
Volek
get
did
out.
not commit. Volek saw the Freya and wanted to go after the Freya, and that lost them the Mara. If he'd have gotten his W on with that slow, Mara would have been dead.
Wake up!
Yeah, that nice kill on the Dragon is going to finish up the Resonance for the McKella, so that's good. That's going to help him a lot. So now he's actually got some crit to punch some people.
Bridian now. Bridian makes me laugh. He's got a Fate now, just because.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
think he wants a
it is.
team fight and he wants to spread it to everybody since he's going to be in the middle of their group, but they haven't been team fighting. They've just been catching people out. So I would have gone just for that ability to blow somebody up. I mean, if you know you can dive in and blow up their Vex, even if you die, I think that's okay at that point because your
Right.
Vex is still alive and able to pump out tons of damage. The Volek is building super tanky.
Yeah, he's
Which
got
I love to see. Equilibrium, order, like he totally went again to counter that Vex, and I like it. It'll allow him to dive in and take some damage, but you really need to be able to kill the Vex really fast.
Right.
So
Well, part of that is also making to slow down the Vex's damage enough so that you don't get this belted too. So, but look at this Vex just belting Mara. I don't know, man. Deep Rising to take him away from Vex? I don't know, man.
well, yeah, I think he thought he was gonna have the burst there. The rest of the team is going to collapse. The Bullock's going to come in, and that's going to scare everybody off. If he can get
Oh,
on the dog,
Siifoo eats the void breaker. Here comes Lukeatmy now. He's gonna try to walk up the
There we
dragon, punch him in
go.
the face. Got him.
Has been
oh,
my
Frog getting
God.
Anifaust over the wall.
Oh, but he's gonna go down himself.
Or, excuse me,
Mortal
Siifoo.
team clean this up.
a mortal player.
Kensu goes down for it.
When there's two Kinsus, I forget who's on what team, but he picked up Siifoo over the wall. Siifoo was trying to get in some
A
damage,
spirit
but
player has been
he just
slain.
changed targets.
Oh no,
and
did
took him
Parasite
out.
just come up?
The spirit team
Yes, it did.
has been
Oh, that's not the
annihilated.
time you want.
That's why they were
Spirit
standing there.
binding has
Yeah,
been
that's why they were
destroyed.
standing there. They wanted that team. This is what the good thing about the Parasite now. I mean, this is a late game Parasite, but we've seen earlier Parasite fighting now, and I like it.
Yeah, you see all these rotations early in the game.
Well, and it's going to change as people start to take it
slain
more
the
often.
Parasite.
It's going to change what items you're buying because you're not just going to buy your items for the laning phase. You're going to buy it for early team fights,
Of course.
and that'll change up kind of that mastery. Oh, jeez, Dragain's got a zeal now.
Oh jeez. Because let's see. Because
He
the
just wants to
54-second
ult all the
cooldown
time.
wasn't low
Well, he
enough.
wants to ult. Yeah, he wants to ult all the time.
I only need a moment.
That's going to be interesting.
That's,
I mean, he's up to 316 haste with 506 movement speed base, so that's going to be nice. Froggageddon's only at 206. He didn't finish his Fear. He went with a Pride. He's going to do that Michael Bay action.
and looks like Dragon's final item is going to go ahead and be that insight.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
kinda
only
saw
other
that
clarity
coming.
item left.
Yeah. Well, he's been getting jumped on. He needs to be able to stay away. So.
True. That'll stack with the Splintering Sprine's range increase too, so he'll be able to stay very, very safe in these fights. Let's see if we can find some other interesting pickups here.
McKellar
Oh, wow.
a little upset that Vex took the haste buff, but trust me,
You
haste
want
buff
Vex
is
to have
better
it,
on the
trust me.
Vex right now.
Trust me.
He's finished his vengeance. He's sitting at 233 haste before it starts to tick up. So yeah,
Get over there.
opposing team Vex, just doing work. What's his attack speed at? 3.3 attacks per second. So Volek's just jumping straight on him, and the equilibrium is gonna slow, and then he's got a wither. You know, you just need all of that damage.
I want
But
him
if
to
they
get
can
an
get that
adamance,
dive,
too. Yeah.
yeah, if Luke and Avataco can time their dive just to jump on the Vex, then Dragain is toast.
Yeah, 'cause that's all Vex has going for him with this build. It's all attack speed. You know, if he gets jumped on, Wither,
Viridian
offense,
built a
equilibrium,
Pride.
forget it. Oh yeah, the Pride Viridian. There you go.
And I'm curious, is he going to go Vengeance or is he going to go Glory? Because he's got that Fate, I'm thinking he's going to go Vengeance.
Probably. Siifoo caught out just a little bit here. Lukeatmynipples leaves him here. TheTylernol jumps on another. Here coming out from the
Butter taking Freya. Oh, Butter tried to take Freya out, but the
Right.
Wrath of Beast actually melted.
Reagan goes down to Avataco, and I think that's good. Avataco cleaning
Nope.
up the fight with Lukeatmynipples.
Mortal triple kill.
He cleaned up the fight with what? With your
A mortal
music?
player
Oh, wait.
is dominated. Spirit
Yeah, I think the
team
problem there
killing
was
spree.
Froggageddon went in
A
with
spirit
Volek
player has been slain.
to get the
Spirit
dog, but the
team
problem is that
has
puts
been
you up
annihilated.
close. You need
A
the
spirit binding
Avataco
has
to go
been
in
destroyed.
with Volek to blow up the Vex, and that's why everything just wrecked. McKellar wondered how Freya didn't die. Well, Freya feared you at the end.
Basically.
And you couldn't attack anymore. And at that point, the Freya had full, what is it, Rising Fury? I always forget the name of that.
Mounting Fury.
Mounting Fury, yeah. I had full Mounting Fury, so when she hit her,
binding
her
has
ult,
been
the
destroyed.
auto attacks were real.
The mortal
I mean,
team
she's sitting at
has
2.3
captured
attacks
a
per
well.
second, but after that stacks up, you know, you're getting 2.5 to 3. And then you just hit that ult button and
A
boom.
spirit binding has
it's all
been
over with.
destroyed.
Melted. I mean, literally the McKellar, if you go back and watch the highlight reel later this week, the McKellar literally melted in what looked like 3 hits.
Well,
So I'm pretty
Side
proud of the
backs.
Mortal team here. They,
Yeah, they
came
came
back.
back.
They were a little behind early, and they're really kind of coming into their own. I mean, they've shoved things into the base. They've got all the bindings down. I was going to say 2 of the inner bindings down, but all of the total team bindings down. Freya wants to get a Führer now.
oh god.
Yeah,
But here's the thing. The mortal side has 3 carries. They got Vex, they got Kensu, they got McKellar.
Yeah, the McKella, to be
eventually,
fair, is a little
they should
behind.
win the game.
She's picked up a rage as her only penetration item, and that's getting it this late. That's fine because there's an order on the Ferris, and there is an ambition and what's going to be an order on the Freya. So you know, okay, I'll give them that, right? Siifoo has got a pride and an ambition and a resilience. It's going to be something.
Oh yeah.
But I would have liked to have seen it be a judgment, and be more of that support carry.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, you know, behind on items, you want to help the rest of your team do damage. Viridian's build is done. He did go Vengeance, so he's full Michael Bay Viridian.
Michael
which is
Bay
not something
Viridian.
you see. It's not something you see often. Volek actually picked up a Valor. He sold his Oppression. I think that was a good decision. Oh wait, no, it was the Oppression was on the Mara.
Yeah.
So he just went straight
Oh
into
my
a Valor.
God,
Oh,
Arturo.
Freya's gonna be fine though.
Yeah, because it's got the team to back her up, and
There's the rest of his team shows up.
they're gonna fight over a locked spirit well, it looks like. No,
I know,
maybe
what
not.
the heck?
I keep the change.
Butter's gonna start the fight. I don't know that that's a fight you want, Butter.
No. But I don't think the spirit team wants that fight either. Uh-oh.
Oh, they want it.
Here
They're
we
going
go.
for it.
Oh,
Anifaust just
great,
gets raised. Luke is next. He can't get close enough to the back, so there's nobody to help him with damage.
But
He's
they get
trying.
it. No. Wow, he definitely had to watch
TYLernol is
Froggageddon.
deleted from the map. Froggageddon from the dog over the wall.
Spirit Tetra kill.
Wow. Dragain with the
Spirit
Tetra.
player is
Avataco
relentless.
like, nope. No Omni for you.
I don't know, he might get it.
No.
Mortal
Oh,
player
yep, he
has
does.
been shut down.
Tell me Dragain
The
got it.
mortal team has
No,
Tell me
been
Dragain got it.
He didn't.
annihilated.
It would have said Omni kill. He didn't get it.
Oh, who got it? It didn't announce who got it.
I think it was Siifoo who took it.
We need to see. We need to waste them, please. We need to see who gets kills.
Mortal binding has been destroyed.
I'm sure that's up on the plate for the next,
the parasite.
next iteration of this casting mode.
Well, just yeah. But even in a regular game, I want to see the flyby every time somebody gets a kill. I want to see who killed who.
And then have the
The
little
mortal
assist next to
binding
it.
has been destroyed.
Yeah. Need that. Dragain, trying to get in and get on these back cores. They are the ones that you want. Freya's trying to push in the top lane. I think she could have just come with them, and they could have taken 3 or 4 of these.
Oh wow. See Dragain's last item? He totally changed it up on us here. He was trolling us. He's got a judgment.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
As, I mean, he wasn't getting penetration really from anybody else except... Well, I mean, he had a Kenzu. Did the Kenzu get judgment?
Well,
yeah, the Kenzu
swapped
got
that
judgment.
because of he swapped that because of Luke's Volek build. I mean,
For
it was destroying him. He was not able to get any damage on him before, and he actually, you know, with the help of 2 other people, actually got to kill the Volek this time. But the Volek is just built super tanky with both the Equilibrium and Oppression.
Oh god, but there's Furas on both sides now. Yes, there are. Freya's
Yep,
got it.
I see
and
2
Vex
tornadoes.
has it.
So
So basically, these fights are going to be all about, hey, everybody stand still and let's auto-attack each other. Yeah.
yeah, and I have to say, Pure on Freya is amazing.
Yeah, we actually have
Because
that as recommended in the Shaper Quick guides on our site.
it's it actually brings up. I know there's issues with people have with it stopping your walking animations or whatnot, but whatever. All that aside, it allows you to build your rage back up so much faster because you have to auto attack to get rage. And Freya isn't a haste shaper as much as she's a rage shaper. Like you're not gonna fire your abilities off again and again and again if you don't have the rage. You need that second ability, the second activation of them, and that's what that Fury is gonna give you because it's gonna just be auto attacking like mad, building rage like mad, and you're gonna do serious work with it.
Man, I hope this game closes out here pretty soon, because my gosh, we're getting
I
on
know.
that time.
You run it. I told you, if it ran a little long, it's gonna be in trouble.
I mean, but I saw 3 carries on the
think
Mortal
it's-
side, and I'm just like, oh no, this isn't going to be a long game. Shows what I know, right? Jeez.
Just in case, I will open up my OBS. We may have a
The
short
spirit
downtime before this
has
one comes
captured
back,
a
but,
well.
Oh, the miss on the Snapdragon from Steel. That was almost a fight started.
I hit the wrong button. Closed it.
I don't like the wrong button. Wrong button is a problem. Well, it looks like Superior Team just walking into the Mortal Team base to say, hey, what's up? We're taking your stuff. Uh-oh, Anifaust dropping the fear onto Dragon, but just gets absolutely evaporated. And yeah, this is probably the game right here.
I have to say, this was a great game on both sides. I just want to thank everybody for sticking it out. I know that, you know, sometimes you don't necessarily like how people on your team are doing in terms of like the items they're buying or how well they're doing in their role, but people stuck this one out, and they're going to run them out of here. I don't think you want to fight it right now. That fear is going to drag. I also want to give a big shout out, since we're not going to have a ton of time here before Carol passes away. Big shout out to everybody that followed the stream today and just any point. Tonight we cleared 500 followers. So that is a big deal for us. You know, next goal is 1,000. So definitely spread the word for when we do these. But 500 follower hype.
Nice.
Avataco doing work. Like that Tactician Viridian is so hard to manage. And this is why a lot of people run in Predator, and he actually could have pulled off a Predator Viridian.
2D 250.
With the way he was getting kills. I think the key though was that he finished that Conquest first, didn't like rush that Prosperity first. But he followed it up shortly thereafter. But yeah, he was just deleting people at certain points of that game, and it really worked out for them. Definitely I think the VIP, even though the Mortal Team didn't quite come out on top. I think for what the work he was doing for their team, he was the VIP.
For sure. Yeah, you get 22 kills, and then the next person on your team has 7.
Yeah. And even nobody on the team that was winning came anywhere close to that. He was involved in 30 kills overall. No one came close to that. So.
But I mean, if you just look at the kills, 40 to 45, it was a pretty close game most of the whole way through. Oh
yeah, it was those last couple fights that really turned it. So. And yeah, sort of that Freya was a lot better. The order was interesting. I think that was maybe to counter Froggageddon a bit, but with the way he was building it, just the order doesn't do anything. He's gonna kill you based off the health and with your health anyway.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I would have much rather that been Equilibrium.
But it definitely helped in the 1v1s. But yeah, maybe a different item, maybe an Adamance or something might have helped against Avataco a bit. I know Avataco was popping people and catching people out. But yeah, great games.